Good morning to all. Let us solve some problems in this unit. So, a 250 ton motor coach having four motors, okay, each develops 6000 Newton meter torque during acceleration, and it starts from rest, okay. So, if the gradient is 40 in 1000, gear ratio is 4, gear transmission efficiency is 87%, wheel radius is 40 centimeter, train resistance is 50 Newton per ton. The addition of rotational inertia is 12%. Calculate the time taken to attain a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So you have to determine the time taken by the train to attain a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. If the line voltage is 3000 volts DC and the efficiency of the motors is 85%, okay, you have to calculate the current during notching period. Okay, so weight of the motor is given. Um, okay, means the weight of the train here. Okay, motor coach he has mentioned. So, okay, motor coach means weight of the train. So dead weight, dead motor coach weight is here dead weight. He didn't mention specifically accelerating weight. So it is a dead weight of the coach means it is a dead weight. Okay, dead weight of the train is given, that is 250 tons. Okay, and it has four motors, and the torque developed by each motor is 6000 Newton meter, and gradient is given, that is 40 in 1000, gear ratio is 4, transmission efficiency is 87%, wheel radius is 40 centimeter. You can convert this radius into diameter, and you can convert the centimeters into meters, and train resistance is given, that is 50 newtons per ton, and rotational inertia is given, that is 12%. Okay, you have to calculate the time taken to attain the speed of 50 kilometers per hour, and also line voltage is given, that is 3000 volts DC, and efficiency of the motor is given 85%. So you have to determine the current during notching period. Okay, write down the problem in your notes. As soon as you complete, you people inform. Okay, I'm waiting. Completed? Inform as soon as you complete. Don't take much time. Okay. Now, weight of the train is given. So write down the given data. I have, depending on what I'm going to determine, I have written the data. Okay. Not, you can write down the whole data that is given here. You just write here in the solution given data and write down the data that is given in the problem. Okay, so the weight of the train is W equal to 250 tons. So as a percentage gradient, G is given, that is 40 in 1000. Okay, so gradient is 40 in 1000. So what will be the percentage gradient? 40 by 1000 into 100. Okay, 40 by 1000 into 100 is our percentage gradient. So gear ratio is given, that is 4. Okay, gear ratio is 4. So write down gear ratio, R equal to 4, and wheel diameter is given, that is 40 centimeter. Of course, 40 centimeters is the radius. Okay, so diameter is not given. Radius of the wheel is given, that is 40 centimeter. So 2 into 40, you will get diameter. Okay, so 2 into 40, I have got 80 centimeter is the diameter. I have converted this centimeter into meter. So D is the wheel of the diameter of the wheel. D is equal to 0.8 meter. Okay, so I have calculated the diameter of the wheel. Okay, train resistance is given. Okay, this is different from this term. Okay, better I will remove this R, because both are, if both are R terms, you will confuse. Okay, train resistance is given. So I can, what I can do is R1 I will write, so that it will be more easy to distinguish between these two. So let us assume R1 is the train resistance. Okay, so train resistance is 50 Newton per ton, that is given in the problem. Okay, so train resistance is 50 Newton per ton is given. So write down the train resistance. Notations are your wish. Some R1, your wish, whatever you want, you write it down. So I have written some R1 here. So 50 Newton per ton, and rotational inertia is 12%. Okay, so rotational inertia is 12%. So write down the rotational inertia, and let us determine the accelerating weight of the train. So you know the relation between the dead weight and the accelerating weight. So accelerating weight is WE. WE is equal to 1.10 into W. So what is W? Dead weight is 250 tons. Okay. So 1.10 into 250, you will get 275 tons. Okay. So we have determined the accelerating weight of the train. Okay. So just you solve on your own. You try to solve on your own. As soon as you complete, inform me. Okay. So we have determined the accelerating weight of the train. Now, let us determine the total torque developed by the train. So let us assume the total torque developed by the train is denoted by some T. Okay. So here in the problem, in the given problem, it is mentioned that a 250 ton motor coach having 4 motors, each developing 6000 Newton meter torque. Okay, so each motor develops a torque of 6000 Newton meter. Total, how many motors are there? 4 motors are. So therefore, the total torque developed by the this train will be 4 into 6000. Since each motor is able to develop 6000, means in each motor 6000 Newton meter torque is developed. So since there are 4 motors, so 4 into 6000, you will get 2400 Newton meter. The total torque developed. Okay. So the total torque developed by all these motors is 6000 into 4. You will get 2400 Newton meter. Now the tractive effort formula is well known to you. Neta into T into 2 into R by D. Okay, so what is neta? Neta is nothing but the efficiency of the motor. So efficiency is given, that is transmission gear efficiency is 87%. So efficiency is given, that is 87%. Okay, so efficiency is 87%, and the total torque developed just now you have calculated, that is 24000. Okay, so 24,000 into 2 into what is R? Okay, R is the gear ratio. Gear ratio is 4. Okay, gear ratio. So this is it. Gear ratio is 4. Okay, so gear ratio by diameter of the, D is the diameter of the wheel of the train. So what's the diameter? We have already calculated. It was only the radius of the wheel was given. So we have converted that radius into diameter, and we have converted the centimeters into meters. You have got 0.8. So just simplify it, you will get 208800 newtons. Okay. So the attractive effort, some notation Ft is equal to this. Okay. So we already know the tractive effort formula. Ft is equal to 277.8 W alpha plus 98.1 W into G into W into R. Okay. So Ft just now we have calculated tractive effort, that is okay 208800 equal to 277.8 into W is the accelerating weight. Okay, 275. Alpha we don't know, plus 98.1 dead weight 250. Okay, so the percentage gradient is 4%. We have calculated it, plus dead weight 250 into gear ratio 4. Okay, I'm sorry, not this is this notation I have already changed it. Radius of the, okay. So for gear ratio also I have used the same notation. That's why I said gear ratio. So it's not the gear ratio, it is the train resistance. Okay, R is the train resistance, that is 50 R1. Okay, so since we have used the term R, notation R for gear ratio, I have changed the notation for the train resistance, that is R1. Okay, you just substitute all these and you just simplify it, you will get the acceleration. Okay, but they didn't ask you to determine the acceleration. They have asked you to determine the time taken for by the train to attain the speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So why we have determined this acceleration, you will come to know in the next slide. You just solve on your own, verify the answers from this PPT. Try to solve on your own. Okay, as soon as you complete, inform me. Don't copy it. Okay. Okay. Now let us calculate the time taken for the train to attain the speed of 50 kilometers per hour. That's what is asked in the problem. Okay, in the problem given. So, the time taken for the train to attain the 50 kilometers per hour speed T formula you already know during the accelerating period. If you remember the speed time curve, simplified speed time curves, trapezoidal and quadrilateral, which we have already discussed. Okay, so if you remember, T1 is equal to Vm by alpha is the time during acceleration period. So here we don't have any other period. That's why I assumed time as only T. Some notation T is equal to Vm by alpha. So Vm is what it is asked here for 50 kilometers per hour. So 50 by alpha just now we have calculated. You just substitute that value here, 1.285. You just simplify 50 by 1.285. You will get 38.89 seconds. Okay. So power output from the driving axle formula you already know, Ft into Vm by 3600. Okay, reactive effort we have already calculated. Vm is already given in the problem, that is 50 kilometers per hour by 3600. Just simplify it, you will get the power output. Okay, so we have calculated the time taken to attain the speed of 50 kilometers per hour. But still our problem is not completed because they have asked us to find the current during notching period. Okay, so now to determine the current during notching period, let us initially determine the power output. Okay, so we know this formula, E out equal to Ft into Vm by 3600. You substitute Ft and Vm here and simplify it, you will get 2900 kilowatts. Okay, you try to solve on your own. As soon as you complete, inform me. Completed? Okay. Now, if you go to your problem, so they have asked us to determine the current during the notching period. If the line voltage is 3000 volts DC and efficiency of the motor is 85%, okay? So efficiency of the motor and line voltage is given, and you have to determine the current during the notching period. So, okay, we have just now calculated output power. We can calculate the input power based on the given data that is given. So efficiency of the motor uh, is given, that is what, 85%. So you just substitute 0.85. Output you already know, 2900 we have got. Okay, so 2900 by efficiency you will get input. Okay, input efficiency formula, output by input. Okay, so that's the formula, that's all I have used here. Efficiency is equal to output by input, input equal to output by efficiency. So output power we have just now calculated, that is 2900. By efficiency is 0.85. Just simplify it, you will get 3411.76 kilowatt. Okay. Now the total current drawn is power input by voltage. Okay. So voltage is given, that is 3000. Power input just now we have calculated. So 3411.76 into, it is in kilowatts. I have considered only watts here, so into 10 power 3 by V is 3000. You just simplify it, you will get 1137.25 amperes. Okay, this is the total current drawn by all the 4 motors. Okay, so there are 4 motors here in this problem. So if I want to, in the problem they have asked you to determine the current during notching period by actually they didn't they have just told you to determine the current during notching period. Okay, so of course we have determined the total current drawn. You can determine the current drawn by each motor. Okay, so simply divide the total current by 4, you will get current drawn by each motor. Okay, you try to solve on your own, verify the answers. As soon as you complete, inform. Okay. Now let us solve one more problem. An electric train of weight 250 tons has 8 motors, okay, geared to driving wheels. Each is 85 centimeter diameter. Okay, so in the previous problem, radius of the wheel was given. In this problem, diameter of the wheel is given. So the tractive resistance is 50 newtons per ton. The effect of rotational inertia is 8% of the train weight. The gear ratio is 4, and gearing efficiency is 85%. Okay, you have to determine the torque developed by each motor to accelerate the train to a speed of 50 kilometers per hour in 30 seconds up a gradient of 1 to 200. Okay, so dead weight of the train is given. Okay, in the previous problem they didn't specifically mention The weight they have mentioned coach weight, okay, a motor coach, okay, they have mentioned motor coach, whenever the term coach comes, it is with respect to the train only, so okay, you must understand that. Okay, dead weight of the train is given 250 tons. I think it was the same weight which was in the last problem also. Okay, so here in the previous problem there were 4 motors. In this problem there are 8 motors here, and diameter of the wheel of the train is given, that is 85 centimeters. You can convert it into meters, and tractive resistance is given, and the rotational inertia is given, that is 8%. Gear ratio is 4, okay, and efficiency, gearing efficiency is 85%, and the train accelerate, that means motor will accelerate up to a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Means Vm is given in 30 seconds. Okay, time for that time for the acceleration period means T1. Okay, T1 is equal to what? Vm by alpha. Okay, if you can easily calculate alpha is equal to 50 by 30. You can do it. And gradient is given 1 in 200. Means if you want percentage gradient, you can calculate 1 by 200 into 100. Okay, you can determine the percentage gradient from this. Okay, so our aim here is to determine the torque developed by each motor. Okay, to accelerate the train to a speed of 50 kilometers per hour in 30 seconds. That's our aim here. So just write it down. Write down the question. As soon as you complete, inform. You people even write down the given data. So you can see there weight of the train is means dead weight of the train, W equal to 250 tons, diameter of the driving wheel, D is actually 25 centimeters. I have written directly in meters, 0.85 meters. Okay, and tractive resistance, okay, is 50 Newton per ton. Just write it down. As soon as you complete, inform. Okay. Okay. Now gear ratio is 4. G is equal to 4. Okay. So have used another notation here for gear ratio. Okay, in the previous problem, I used R as the notation. Notation is your wish. You can use any notation. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So I have assumed G is equal to 4 here, and gear ratio as G equal to 4. Gearing efficiency is given, eta equal to 0.85. And you can determine the accelerating weight of the train if you know the dead weight of the train. Yeah? So dead weight is known 250, so accelerating weight is 1.10 into W. You just substitute 250 here, and you will get the accelerating weight 275 tons. Okay. So maximum speed is already given in the problem, that is 50 kilometers per hour. So if you know the maximum speed, you can determine the acceleration. Okay. So alpha is equal to Tm by T1. T1 is equal to what? Vm by alpha. Okay. So even if you won't write this T1, it doesn't matter. We don't have T2 and T3 here. So what is I think there is no need to write T1 here. Okay. If any other period is there, time period, no other time period is there. So simply writing T is more than sufficient. So Vm is 50 and T for this is given in the problem. Okay. T is 30 seconds for 50 kilometers during the acceleration period. So 50 by 30, you will get 1.66 kilometers per hour per second. Okay. So you try to solve on your own. As soon as you complete, inform. Okay. So acceleration is alpha. You have determined acceleration. So if you we can determine the tractive effort now. Tractive effort is 277.8 W into alpha plus 98.1 W into G plus W into R. Okay. So here W is 275, alpha just now we have calculated, you know W, you know G, you know W, and you know the R. R is the resistance of the frame, that is 50. So you just substitute all the values. And you will get the tractive effort, that is 151578.2 newtons. Okay. So after determining tractive effort, you can determine the total torque developed by the train. That is T equal to Ft into D by neta into 2 into R. So where Ft you just now you have calculated the tractive effort, just substitute that value into diameter is the D is the diameter of the wheel, okay, and neta efficiency 0.8 by 2 into R is the This R is here actually I must okay, this R is the gear ratio actually. This R is the gear ratio, that is 4. Okay, so I have assumed this as capital G. I will write small r. Okay, and resistancy, for resistancy, I think reactive resistance, I will once again consider R1, so that it will be more easy for distinguishing between these two. Okay, so here I will write R1. Okay, so if you have written R, you just change it. So you can use A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It doesn't matter. Usually we will use the term R for resistance. That's why I'm sticking to this term R. Okay. So instead of writing R, I have written some R1 here. Okay. So this is the gear ratio, that is 4. Okay. So what is this G? G is the percentage gradient, that is 1 by 200 into 100. Okay. You just solve it, you will get G value. Okay. Now you just substitute all the values in this and you will get the total torque developed by the train. You complete it. As soon as you complete, inform. Make it fast. We don't have enough time. Okay, very good. Now, so we know the total torque developed by the train. So you can determine the torque developed by each motor of the train. Okay, so total torque developed by the train means the total torque developed by all the motors of the train. That's all. Okay, it is understood. Okay, isn't it? The torque is developed in the train means what? The torque is developed in the motor. So total here 8 motors are there. Okay, total 8 motors are there. So the total torque that is developed by all these motors is 18947.25 Newton meter. So the torque developed by each motor will be total torque by 8. Okay. So the total torque is 18947.25 divided by 8. You will get 2368.409 Newton meter. Okay. So in the problem they have asked to determine the torque developed by each motor to accelerate the train to a speed of 50 kilometers per hour in 30 seconds. Okay. So this is the torque developed by each motor, that is 2368.409 Newton meter. Okay.